Alice. Alice is a little girl with a big imagination. She is also incredibly curious, a trick that leads her to follow the white rabbit down the rabbit hole and into Wonderland. Having been raised in invented England, Alice is cranky, proud, and well-spoken. She prides herself on her manners and her hunting. Awful, the two can sometimes be at odds. Alice intended to share what she knows, often resists in her company people, which can some across as rude. Her cousin also isn't a must-use in Wonderland, where Locket has been turned on its ear like a Wonderland. Reveal. The Queen of Hearts. Alice has been shown to have a quick sense. She is, however, far better at reading in their tones and does not stay angry at anyone for long. Did you, Lon?
Alice most likely comes from a wealthy family as she resented the validity of the class.
Onto your class.
And kind.
Andaya is Alice's cat and simply best friend. The two go everywhere together. Cousin to Wonderland. It is tan and peach with blue eyes and a pink ribbon. She is very fond of chasing mice. At that quite started the density. The cheesing cat, the mysteries, pink and purple starts and shirts. The cat is perhaps the craziest character in all of Wonderland. A fact he hymns with pride. He is the only character in Wonderland who shows any real sensitivity. Alice asks her often to help her find her way, but the Jesus cat has a real sense of his and can't quickly flop from being helpful to creating. And this is that caused the Disney Queen of Hearts to aim her anger at Alice. So she's the cat has the sister Ostrich to Ostrich and I will. But he doesn't do it at once. The giant smile parts across his face. Also, liners in the air. Long after the rest of his body is gone. The Mad Hatter lives in Wonderland and can often be found hosting tea parties with his best friend, the Martell. His favorite concert to celebrate his birthday on the user's birthday, and he is incredibly fond of singing. Although he birthday gets constantly on his valuable axis. The Hatter seems kind of amazing. The rules of what another person that might consider possible, often pouring plates and teacups out of his teapot instead of tea and even making a snack of the plate. He is loud and crisp, quickly bustling at back and forth between happiness and anger. But he can be quite charming as well, and takes very quickly to Alice. The Hatter is never seen without his constituted hat, with creases, of course, with the numbers 10-6 on it, and under which he has been known to hide any number of items, from a teacup to a present to the sleeping child. Did you know?
The chances on the mountain spot that his top hat is not observation, but the hat of the hat is 10 shillings, and the sixpence in the former crossing of
The Mad Hatter
Mad Hatter has happily in a ticket all the names of the shop at every time in the world.
The March Hare, like his best friend, the Mad Hatter. The March Hare is fond of drinking tea and hosting on birthday parties. He also enjoys party customs, although incredibly loud and often rude himself. The March Hare has no talented for a reason. In others, he describes a hard dislike being joined by unsaid guesses and grows angry when Alice talks before she thinks. In fact, the March Hare is very thoughtful in his own speak, often starting with a long ah. As he gathers his thoughts, the March Hare is one of the few princes of Wonderland who doesn't he seem to be afraid of the Queen of Hearts. In fact, he does it by happily screaming in her face. The Dorse's mouse, the sleepy Doras, is a friend to the March Hare and in the Had matter. He can usually be found sleeping in out sleep over places too, like up under the Hatter's hat. The Dorser wears a pink coat and bow tied with a purple vest, a wild color, and purple shoes. He is incredibly fond of cats and has transited to sing the twinkle, twinkle, little bat. The Dorser is very fond of jam. Applying it to his nose helps him fall asleep. The White Rabbit, in spite of David's accustomed feel of being late, the rather gently White Rabbit is perhaps the snake of Wonderland. He is also the one who leads Alice down the rabbit hole. The White Rabbit is near rude. He is super too busy to notice that Alice or anyone else isn't around. The White Rabbit works for the Queen of Hearts. He is careful to follow her orders closely for fear of becoming the target of her reward. When not all dirty, the White Rabbit can be seen wearing his knitted red coat and carrying his pocket watch. When on duty is in a queen's carriage, he wears a fig like a rubber around his neck and a white flag with a red heart on it. Did you know?
The White Rabbit explains that his pocket watch was a new present, but it is not known who gave it to him. The White Rabbit's watch always reads
2025. The Calipater. The Calipater is one of the Mo helper. Character Alice is in Wonderland. It is with his help that she learns how to grow bigger and smaller. The Calipater has a person for succession, a cousin, and intends to listen certain words when he speaks. He is one of the common princes of Wonderland, but he isn't innocent without the attention. He gets very angry when his aunt is when the people fail to understand the hands he is given. Young in them, the caliper also seems to be rather forgettable, as he is unable to remember people from one meeting to the next. Tweedledum and Tweedledee, Tweedledum and Tweedledee are a pair of twin brothers who wear sutleys and strong caps. The two telling stories, the brothers and playful and jolly, which can somewhat technically come off as a bit enjoying. They enjoying having content and will always try to get their neighbors to join them for a game. The two also had the incoming to monsters. The Queen of Hearts. The first Queen of Hearts is the most dangerous of Wonderland. She serves promising mood swings, quickly flopplings from content to enter, and her favorite process is Isabel. Fools who have version of it angered her. The Queen's resistance is well known in the Father Wonderland, and she seems to travel in her process. She knows the cheering of the crowds when she orders to blossom and open words before that if they discover her, they will use their heads. While the Queen does display a process for playing crowds as long as she doesn't lose her owing to spot that seems to be for her husband. Did you know?
This is called the Alice in Wonderland was called Queen of Hearts of Divine and
Pulling furry.
Queen of Hearts faces to love someone's heart removed times during the movie Alice.
More 14 times during the movie Alice in Wonderland. The King of Hearts, the soft-spoken King of Hearts, and he the husband of the Queen of Hearts. He is far smaller than she is and tries to let her rule the kingdom. The King of Hearts, man's goal in life seems to be pleasant, is a wife and keeping her tenders at bay. The king doesn't queen of often, so when he does, the queen listens. He is one of the few people in Wonderland cases of calming the queen down. The king has also shown a person defenses of four trails and likes to see things done in percentage. The card soldiers are the loyal center of the Queen of Hearts. They do her bidding without questions or probably because they serve her. When the Queen plays her cards, the cards act as the accent moving around to the Queen wins the game. The cards also as a card to examine the Queen's process and the process where they need to go. But the cards are not without flaws. The plant white roses instead of red ones, and then try to hide one mistake by painting the white roses red. It is the card soldiers hope to fix the problem before the Queen of Hearts finds out and being his family.